Hey, what's up? I'm here in the kitchen because the studio's not done yet, but it's coming. We are working on it. Just hang tight. But in the meantime, I'm stuck here in the kitchen. I wanted to do a quick video because I've been watching a lot of news lately about the economy. I know it's freaking a lot of people out, and if you watch a lot of news like I do, then it does tend to get to you after a while. There's a lot of doom and gloom. It's on the headlines of all the newspapers. It's on all the news channels about what's going on here. Even the president-elect is talking about how things are going to get worse before they get better. But on my end, really, things are going pretty well. I'm working, and I've had the best year I've ever had. And I got to thinking about maybe why this was. And I think it's because I diversify what I do. And maybe I didn't use the right wording for that, but I do not only mobile gigs, but I do club/bar gigs as well. I not only do mobile DJ work, but sometimes I'll even do a karaoke gig. Not very often, but I usually don't turn them down. I do turn them down if they come up in June, July, and August, but if they come up in February, March, and April, you better believe I'm going to take one. Sometimes you can't pick and choose. Some people say, well, I don't like to do schools. Well, maybe you should be doing schools. Some people say, well, I don't like to do weddings. Well, maybe you should be doing some weddings every once in a while. It's about making that money. Some of you are part-time. Some of you do this on the side. You've got a full-time job. Good for you. You can pick and choose. But for those of you who are really trying to either make a full-time living at this or to supplement your income in a big way with this, you need to diversify. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was if you've got something going on right now, if you've got a gig and it's a solid gig, don't walk away. Now is not the time. There's a DJ/karaoke guy. He's like a one-man show, really. He does a lot more than what I do. That works for the agency that I work with. And he had a really good gig at a casino every Friday night, and it was a lot of money. I don't know how much, but a lot more than I'm making at Evolve every night. Well, he was demanding like a $50 a night raise, and they denied it, so he walked, thinking that they would chase after him, waving money at him. Well, they didn't. They replaced him. And now he's really in bad shape. The guy needed this gig. He thought that he was going to, I don't know, somehow bully them into doing what he wanted them to do, but they called his bluff, and off he is. So, not a good idea right now in this economy. There are a lot of people out there that need work. So if you've got a good thing, if you've got a thing at all, if you've got a steady thing that you can hang with, now is not the time to leave. Stick with it. And diversify with what you do. I did that Evolve gig log. Last video I posted. There was a black crowd there. I played for a black party, basically. And it was a lot of fun. And a lot of people chimed in and said, wow, Bri, I'm really glad you did this video because I really wasn't sure what to play for a black audience, so I've turned a lot of those gigs down. Stop turning these gigs down. You know how many DJs on YouTube that you have to turn to for advice on things like this? Not only me, there are tons of guys out there, tons of girls out there, tons of DJs from all over the world who I'm sure will help you if you're going to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Now, if you've never done a wedding before, maybe this is not the time to jump in and do weddings. But on the other hand, if you've never done a Latino wedding, maybe now would be a great time to jump in and try a Latino wedding. You've done other weddings for other ethnic groups. Now maybe it's the time to try the Latino, or whatever. Just don't say no. School gigs, another thing. A lot of people don't like to do school gigs because they're low pay, and well, kids are kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. I think they are. But you know what? I usually take them as long as they're paying me more money than I would make at a night at Evolve. Because, hey, work is work, and if you do a good job at a school, they have you back again and again and again. There are a couple schools that I do quite a bit. I do annually. I don't do a lot of them, but it really wouldn't be a terrible idea to jump into the school market, especially after the first of the year. January, February, March, April. April's like the dead zone for me. I've got nothing going on in April. I'll just be doing probably Evolve. But it's time to diversify. If you want to hang in there and work, don't be afraid to take on a job that's maybe a little out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's the best way to learn. You either sink or swim. And if you think you've got it in you, go with it, because I think that's the key to survival right now. It's just jumping in there and going with it and doing your best. So, quick video for what it's worth. Have any questions or comments? You know what to do. Practice and enjoy.